House Democrats released a new batch of photos from convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein's estate. The cache of images includes pictures of President Donald Trump, former President Bill Clinton, former Prince Andrew, and several other prominent names. None of the photos show any wrongdoing. Republicans slammed Democrats for cherry-picking photos to create a false narrative about President Trump. Yesterday, the president said he has not seen the photos, but he said they are not a big deal. Willie James Inman is at the White House. Willie, good morning.
Anthony, good morning to you. Newly released photos show convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein's connections to powerful individuals as a key deadline approaches for the release of more Epstein files.
On Friday, House Oversight Democrats released nearly 100 photos from the estate of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Billionaire Bill Gates, former President Bill Clinton, as well as Trump ally Steve Bannon were included in some of the undated photos. Also included former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers, movie director Woody Allen, and Donald Trump. The photos were part of a trove of 95,000 pictures obtained by the House Oversight Committee. Those shown in the newly released images have denied any ties to Epstein's alleged sex trafficking. Congressman Robert Garcia is the top Democrat on the House Oversight Committee.
I think anything that we release is significant. I think people should be able to make judgments on their own as to what they see in these photos.
The release of the photos comes days ahead of a deadline set by legislation that passed overwhelmingly by Congress and signed into law by President Trump last month. Republican Congressman Thomas Massie sponsored the legislation.
The grand jury material is just a small fraction of what the DOJ needs to release, because the FBI and DOJ probably has evidence that they chose not to take to the grand jury, because the evidence they're in possession of would implicate other people, not Epstein or Maxwell.
In a statement, the White House accused Democrats of releasing cherry-picked photos with random redactions to try and create a false narrative. President Trump dismissed the release of the photos during an event in the Oval Office.
He has photos with everybody. I mean, almost there are hundreds and hundreds of people that have photos with him, so that's no big deal. I know nothing about it.
The photos released on Friday are separate from files related to the Epstein sex trafficking case. The DOJ has until December 19th to release all files on Jeffrey Epstein with redactions to protect the privacy of victims. Meg?
Willie, thank you.